I moved past that. I'm in a different place in my life, and I don't like to bring up my past a lot. But whenever I go home, I'm always a little triggered, just a little triggered. Still being back in Florida. We got you for a whole month. Hey y'all, how's it going? Oh, I just woke up from a much needed nap, y'all. Okay, I got back from Oklahoma City last night and I was exhausted. I didn't want to necessarily bring y'all a video in the bed, but this is more so just kind of getting caught up on what's going on and what happened while I was gone. Now, first of all, I went to Oklahoma City to get the grandkids. My granddaughters come here and stay every year for about a month in the summer. And I know all y'all like, girl, I don't know how you do it. But since I don't see them that often and they're so far away, you know, I get them for the summer, spend time with them, take them back home. Well, this year I decided to fly down there and get them and bring them back. But after I got down there, my oldest granddaughter, which is my son's daughter, my son that passed away daughter, she's 12 now, Riley, and she decided that she wasn't going to come. She was going to stay back and hang out with her friends, which was fine. Riley, she's not going back to Florida with us this time. Look at her looking like a teenager. And so I just brought back my youngest granddaughter, Jersey, which is 8. Well, when I got down there, my daughter and her hubby decided that they wanted to get away. So they booked the last minute trip and flew to Vegas. And, you know, it was my first time meeting my grandson. So I was excited about meeting him. So I'm like, yeah, you know, that's fine. I'll keep him. Yeah, there was a happy baby.
I know Haven did that. And I supposed to call her on his wrong side. Happy baby.
Okay, now I got there on Tuesday night. Wednesday, my daughter had to go to Dallas to pick up some shoes, to pick up some inventory. For y'all that don't know, she's the owner and creator of Draped Outfitter. So she has a shoe business. And so she went to Texas to pick up some shoes. And I was like, okay, so I kept him, because she drove down there and drove back. So I kept him all day Wednesday after flying in Tuesday. Thursday, she had a hair appointment and they were getting ready to go on their trip on Friday. So I had him all day Thursday, which was cool. You know, she came home, I gave him to her, whatever. Now, Friday was the day that they left. So I had them Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Okay. Y'all, okay, it is not natural for a woman over her 50s, especially a woman going through menopause, to be taking care of an infant child. All right. I forgot about the late night feedings. I forgot about changing diapers in the middle of the night. He wakes up at 5:30 a.m. Okay. Now he is a good baby. Don't get me wrong. He's a sweet baby. He's very happy. For y'all that don't know, when he was first born, he was in NICU for the first 2-3 weeks of his life. Look at Bobby. What's going on? So, but he's doing amazing. I mean, you wouldn't even know that he was in NICU at all. So it was a challenge. All right. And not only was I taking care of him, but his 8-year-old sister. Well, my son also came by, and my mom, she came by and helped me one day. She sat with the baby, and my aunt came by and visited.
Yeah, she did. Well, you finna get out in those streets. You finna get out in those streets.
Want to say hi to the people, ain't they?
You finna get out in those streets.
They know you.
Do what?
Say hi to the people.
Hey, peoples. Hey, my peeps. Oh, they're my peeps. Oh, yeah, my peeps. Yeah, they're my peeps.
Yeah. So I had the baby and I was extremely tired. The first day, I think I might have got 30 minutes of sleep the first night. Hey, y'all. So it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. So excuse the way I look, but I can't sleep. The baby just woke up and I had to give him a bottle. He went right back to sleep though, but whew, I didn't realize what I signed up for, y'all. I did not realize what I signed up for. I haven't been able to get any sleep. I haven't had any sleep tonight. None. When it's 4:53 a.m. and I'm wide awake. I don't know what I was thinking, volunteering to babysit. And it's for 3 days. This is just the first night. It's Friday. His mom and dad won't be back until Monday. Yeah. What the heck was I thinking? The second night, I got a little bit more sleep, but still not much. And the third night was a little bit better. But in all the 3 days that I kept him, I probably got about 3 hours of sleep. All right. So I was so tired. When I say I understand why we have menopause at a certain age. Like, God knew, okay? And instead of me complaining about menopause, instead of me complaining about, I'm going to start embracing it, okay? I know there are women who are having babies in their 50s, and I applaud them. More power to you. But it's different, all right? These babies are not like the babies back in the day, okay? These babies are very demanding, very intelligent. They don't want to be held, okay? They want to, and if they are being held, they want to be held a certain way. And I tell you, it was rough, all right? I'm just going to be totally honest. And, I don't really talk about my daughter very much. She has her own thing. She does have a presence on social media. Her business is doing very well. She's her 5th year into having her shoe business, and I'm very proud of her. I am. I'm very proud of her. I was a teenage mother. I had her when I was 15. And so we kind of like grew up together, and it has always been a struggle. I mean, just being totally honest. We've always kind of bumped heads. Even when we just always bumped heads. We're both fire signs. I know everybody don't believe in zodiac signs, but in our cases, the personalities were both fire signs. And I feel like we kind of trigger each other. So I am taking full accountability and trying to be a better parent, a better grandparent, a better daughter, a better sister, a better cousin, a better friend, a better wife, just an overall better person, So a lot of the things that usually trigger me when I go back home, because of my past, I had the way that my life is now is a true testament of how you can change if you want to. If you have the desire to change. I don't talk about my past a lot, not because I'm embarrassed or anything like that, or I just don't talk about my past a lot because I've moved past that. I'm in a different place in my life, and I don't like to bring up my past a lot. But I know sometimes talking about your past, it can help people. But whenever I go home, I'm always a little triggered, just a little triggered. But our relationship has grown and has gotten better. I'm not really sure what the disconnect has always been. I think with her just being so independent, and I see that in my granddaughter, her daughter, just being so independent and so wanting to be so right. And I think that because of the pushback over the years, kind of just like being on the defense a lot. And so I'm just trying to be more aware of my approach, if that makes sense. I know that with mother-daughter relationships, they can be a struggle, especially in, the Black community. We can have struggle with our mother-daughter relationships, especially if we had our children young. And when my generation, a lot of us did. My mother had me when she was 17. She was young. So my grandmother raised me, though. But I raised my own children. I didn't send them away. I went to live with my grandmother when I was about 8 or 9, about the age that my granddaughter is now. But anyway, so it's nice. It was the first time that I ever stayed at her house for a week. I stayed with her. Love her hubby. He's so sweet, nice, very family oriented, respectful. So I stayed at their house the entire time. Usually I'll stay at my mom's or get a hotel, but this time I stayed at her house. Tuesday, we decided that we were going to take the kids somewhere to do something with them before I left. So we ended up taking them to Dave & Buster's. Little family fun day before we head back to Florida. Spending time with the kids. Oh, shit, I like Chuck E. Cheese, too. Oh, dude, right there. He's that cool dude.
Big boys, big boys.
RJ, you just being nosy. You just being nosy. Whole restaurant to ourselves at Dave & Buster's. We're the only ones that's here. And while at Dave & Buster's, there was a tornado warning. The alert came in. And so I'm like, that's being in Oklahoma. You're going to get those tornado warnings. What I don't miss about living in Oklahoma, okay, we're trying to hang out with the kids. It's during tornado warning. One thing I don't miss about living in Oklahoma, them during tornado warnings, since it's critical. Look like it might be forming right there. Well, someone from the staff came over and assured us that it was safer for us to go ahead and stay at Dave & Buster's than to leave and risk being out in the storm. They said they did have a playroom that we could use as shelter if we needed to. So we just decided to go ahead and let the girls have fun. We had already paid for them to play games, so they played games for a while. And it was really some really neat games there. I hadn't been to Dave & Buster's in years. We are literally in the middle of a critical tornado warning saying to take shelter. But when you're from Oklahoma, you don't even take those warnings serious, So we at Dave & Buster's hanging out when we probably should be taking shelter. We got a big one, right? Oh, I gotta pull it out. Oh, I gotta... So it was fun just watching them enjoy themselves. I was really surprised about the prizes that they were able to win playing the games. You can get an air fryer at Dave and Buster's.
Remember on the cruise I got like 2,000?
Yep, I remember. Yes. Guess this is the adult section. They got some pretty cool prizes. And this is why when you live in Oklahoma, people don't pay attention to the warning signs. Because the sun is already back out. That's also how people get caught up in tornadoes, because we don't pay attention to the warning signs. Because they'll tell us, they'll make it more serious than it is, and then when it's really serious, people don't leave. It blows.
Yeah.
Did y'all have fun?
Yes.
Thank Nanny.
Thank
And Mama.
you.
And daughter. Thank you. So now we flew back. Jersey and I flew back, and I felt so bad because I felt like Riley really wanted to come. She rode with my daughter to drop us off at the airport, and I feel like she really wanted to come, but maybe it was just me really wanting her to come. But although I was a little sad she didn't come, I still am happy that she has a social life, because like I said, my oldest son, he passed away when she was 8. And it was also during the pandemic. So she kind of struggled getting back acclimated into going to school. She spends a lot of time by herself. She really didn't hang out with any friends or anything. So I am ecstatic. I am so happy that, she's doing well in school again. And she was having real bad anxiety attacks for a little while there. But she's doing real well in school. And she has friends. So she has a social life. So that's good. She was just like, she do want to still come down. So she may come down when my mom and my sister come to visit in August. She'll probably just come down with them and go back home. Jersey came back with us. So this is day 1. Okay, and she's already wanting to do karaoke, wanting to play games. Jersey is one of those kids that want to be entertained. But let me tell y'all what happened. So, like I was saying, my daughter is the owner of Draped Outfitters. She has a shoe business that she started from scratch. She started off with like 5 boxes of shoes. I think she was selling shoes out of the trunk of a car. She went to selling shoes out of the flea market, to open up a store in Oklahoma and opening up a store in Texas. So this is her 5th year of selling shoes and accessories. And she has some really nice shoes, to go check them out. When they were talking about the purses, how a lot of the name brand, they make their product out of the same warehouses, and they just put their name on it and charge thousands of dollars. Okay, she has those shoes. They may not have the name brand on them, but she has the shoes. And she also has some shoes that she custom designed that I was going to bring with me so that I can show y'all. Let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, so I had about 4 pairs of shoes that I had put in Jersey's backpack. This is the kind of kid that Jersey is, all right? Jersey's 8 years old. This kind of kid she is. So I had put the shoes in her backpack because I only took a small bag with me. I didn't take a big bag. And so I put the shoes in there so that I could show them to you guys when I got back here. So when we get to the airport, because we flew Allegiant, I flew Allegiant because Allegiant is just straight through. They have a straight through flight from Destin to Oklahoma City. No layovers, and it was only like $60 to fly. Well, I ended up having to change my ticket, but that's another story. So it ended up being $96 because I didn't know that it was Memorial Day weekend when I booked my ticket. I think I told y'all that in the last video. So I ended up booking another ticket. Well, anyway, so we get down there, when we get to the airport, you can only have 1 free personal item. So I had my bag Jersey had her carry-on, and she wanted to bring her backpack. So I ended up putting my shoes in her backpack. But after we got there, they were like, it was going to cost $75 because I didn't pay for extra bag. So I told my daughter, that's okay. Just take the shoes out. We're going to come back in July and I'll get the shoes. And she was like, well, I'll just mail them to you. So Jersey was having a fit, like she needed her backpack. She needed to take her backpack. So my daughter ended up just paying the $75 basically for her backpack because her carry-on was free. I was like, we just take the stuff out of the backpack and save the $75. Well, Jersey insisted she needed her backpack because she had her papers in there or whatever. Why, when we got back home, y'all, I go through the backpack. She had already took the shoes out. The shoes was not even in the backpack. And while we were having this conversation about it being an extra $75, she knew that the shoes was not in the backpack. Okay? She didn't took the shoes out. So basically her mom ended up paying $75 for some papers. That's all that was in the backpack was some papers that she had. That girl right there, I tell you. And this is just day one. So I had to come in here, take me a nap, because I need time to regroup. Okay, I need time to get my head together. She keeps coming in. She wants to play games. She wants to do karaoke. She wants to she be constantly entertained. Constantly entertained. I was like, you need to give me a day. Just give me a day to get myself together. When we got here, she's looking in the cabinets and she was like, how come y'all didn't go to the grocery store and y'all knew that I was coming? You know, this is how she is. It's just different. So she's going to be in boot camp for the next 30 days. Yeah, she's going to be in Coco boot camp for the next 30 days. I'm going to give her the day. I'm going to give her the day. I'll probably give her a couple of days. Anyway, but yeah. And also I had wanted to tell y'all, because I don't think I've mentioned it, because we had been, kind of like doing vlogs. When I'm doing like traveling vlogs or camping vlogs or, things like that. We went on the cruise and went camping. I don't really share a lot of intimate things. I share a little bit because I know some of y'all been following me from the beginning, but just for like new subscribers that may just be tuning in just to watch the camping or just to watch the cruising, I don't really show that much. And that's the reason why I do these vlogs, for those who are interested in getting to know us a little bit better. But this vlog is not going to be very long. I was just kind of like giving highlights because Georgia said she wanted a video of me down there. And also so y'all can meet the grandbaby. I had just wanted to mention that my ex-husband passed away on May the 14th. And I hadn't mentioned it before. And I think I hadn't mentioned it before because I really don't know how I feel about it. I really don't know how I feel. It's not like really sadness. Although we were together for 13 years, I'm just kind of like, I don't really know how I feel. I'm like numb, like numb to the whole situation. I guess because I hadn't talked to him in a while. So I was kind of feeling like, I don't know if I should reach out to his family. When I was in Oklahoma, I did think about maybe stopping by his sister's house, but I ended up just, letting it go and not really stopping by there. One thing about when I go home, it's an energy there. And not saying that because I moved to Florida, I just forget about Oklahoma. It's not that, but it's kind of triggering for me. Going there is triggering for me because, that's where my son was when he passed away. And just the trauma of growing up there, so I didn't move around. I didn't go visit nobody. I just stayed at my daughter's house the whole time. Now, I'm not ashamed of my past at all. I just don't talk about the past too much because I feel like I've done the work. I'm doing the work, and I just don't talk about those things anymore. Not that I'm ashamed of it, but the more I get to know you guys, the more I'll share with you. But some things are just like, it's the past. You know what I'm saying? It's the past. I'm more focused on the present and trying to stay in the moment and trying to enjoy the moment. But I do want to talk to y'all about those things because I have gone through so many changes in my life. And a part of starting the YouTube channel was so that I can share those things with you guys. Excuse my third eye. Yeah, I got this big old pimple on my forehead, which is another reason why I thought about not even putting this video out. But I just want to keep y'all caught up on what's going on. So anyway, I didn't mean to drag this out as long as I did. So I will get back with y'all. And after we go camping this weekend, I hope everybody is doing well. This is day one of a month with the grandchild. All right. Y'all pray for me. I came to Oklahoma City. I had to go to Carricans to get me some good old stewed goat cabbage and macaroni and cheese. Ooh, best Caribbean restaurant in town. And some homemade ginger beer. Ooh, ginger beer made from scratch. What y'all know about that?
So excited. Yay, getting so excited.
Exciting.
I know it.
7 whole days.
I know it. I miss you, babe. It's been a minute.
7
Glad you're back.
Yeah. Feels good to be back. Oh my God. You have
yeah.
no idea.
I bet.
No idea how good it feels to be back home. Home, sweet home. Ain't nothing like coming home to a clean house after being gone for a week. Come give me some sugar. Thank you, baby. I love you.
Love you too, baby. Glad.
Oh man. Oh, you've been doing a little shopping.
This is, but it's got all the different devices where you can like cook with it, and it tells you it's easier to use. And so yeah.
So it made it easier for you to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the house nice and clean. I gotta make up your bed, Jersey. You feel good to be back?
So good.
Feel so good. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe these tomatoes.
Oh yeah, they're coming right along. Look like we need to go ahead and pick some of these up.
Oh
this one
my
is
goodness.
Yeah, they're ready.
I've only been gone a week.
Oh yeah. And then check out this right here. Since you've been gone, we got strawberries there.
Oh, I see them.
We got some coming in there, so the strawberries are doing pretty good. We got strawberries coming.
Strawberries is growing.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then this right here.
I want to taste one of those tomatoes. I remember being a little kid, and my great grandmother used to have them, and we would go to her house and just pick them off of the vine. Oh, the bell peppers.
I'm still trying to figure out what kind of bell pepper these are. I grabbed the wrong ones, but
are they done?
No, they're still growing. They're kind of small, but they're growing very well. Yeah.
They are growing really good.
They're growing very well.
How do you know what size they're supposed to be?
I guess whenever they start to get on the end of them, whenever the end of it's starting to get soft, like it's about to fall off, then you know they're ripe, because they're still hard here, so they're still growing.
Oh, okay. It says what? Do you even know what you're saying?
Yes. Baba Chan, hi, Nani Yaski, Chokomita, Nata. Baba Chan,
Is that the song?
Yes. I'm like, do you even know what you're saying?
Nata. Sige Chan.
Yes, the music today.
Nani Yaski, cookie on a cream.
What do you think, Papa, for the next 30 days?
Gotta get ready.
And she all by herself this time, so we gotta help entertain her. And she gotta be constantly entertained.
She's probably energized about your rabbit. Just hopping around, full of energy.
All the time. All the time.